Like some of what started to come up for me was how to be approachable in
Yeah.
this moment. And, there are a few ways that make you approachable. And one of them is like exactly what you just said, like thanking them for bringing that to you. It's also a way of like, um, telling them what you want them to do, right? Like from a
Yeah. You
conditioning
want them to
standpoint,
talk
like
to you.
I don't like
Yeah.
to think about it. I don't want to like mean like, we're doing some,
Pavlov
kind of
dog. Mhm.
right. This isn't like Pavlov here, but there is some level of like, like you're telling your client what you want them to do,
Yeah.
like
Works great with
positively
husbands.
reinforcing, I like when you bring these things to
Yes.
me. Please do more of that. It's the subtext to the text, really.
Mhm.
But like, how can you be approachable in this moment, and not like how I was, like very early on and probably dismissive. And like a few things come to my mind here, like one of them like saying like thank you, the other is like, I'm just imagining this scenario and a little bit from my own experience. Like if you're reading through what it is, or even just listening through what it is that the client is bringing to you, it is okay to say, hey, that's a really good point.
Mhm.
Or that makes a lot of sense. Or I haven't really thought about it in that way. That's really interesting. Now, here's the thing. Some of the things kind of being thrown at you. Like maybe in your head, like, that's not going to work. That's crap. Definitely not appropriate for this situation. Like you might be going through and like some of those things might be obvious. However, what comes out of your mouth and making you approachable should be things like, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, that is a good point. Oh, I haven't thought about that. Oh, let's talk about that a little bit more. Oh, what do you think about that? Can you help me understand how this makes sense to you? Like all of these statements here and responses are what makes you approachable in that
Mhm.
moment. And what it's going to communicate to the client is that they can bring you things. So not only, you might have said like, "Hey, thank you so much for bringing this to me. I'm glad." But then if the rest of like your responses are like, "Well, that's actually not going to work.
Yeah.
No, like that's actually not really good," or "No, that's not appropriate for your situation." If everything that comes after that is like you're shutting it down, like it's a no, 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 like a client's going to be like, "Well, all right, well, you thanked me for bringing it to you, but then everything after that, you just like shut me down all the way." So I think that, the initial response, let's, thank them. So we're encouraging, but everything after that, you have to be approachable and not just with your words, but also with your body language. When I've observed like meetings, and you probably have seen this, maybe even more than I have, like the way your face looks, like your body language, I mean, you cannot be displaying RBF. And for those of you who may not be familiar with RBF, like a really sourpuss face, like, I'll say it the, like the PG way. You can't be like, if you're listening right now, you may not be able to see my face. I'm really good at facial expressions, but if you're like, and like, yeah, yeah, thanks. Right? And like your nostrils are flaring and like your jaw is tight,
Tight. Yeah.
you're clenching, like subconsciously clients pick up on that
Oh,
and
yeah.
they can see like what it is that you're feeling in that moment. And so sometimes the hardest work is you might be feeling one way, like part of you might be really either anxious, nervous, frustrated, irritated. What you show like on the outside, it has to communicate that you are approachable and grateful, and you're able to have like this conversation
Mhm.
there. What do you think?